Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create a recipe on the app in MyFitnessPal. First, you're going to go to the dots down here that says more, and then we're going to go to meals, recipe, and foods. We're going to create a recipe. Now you can either add from the web if you happen to find a recipe that you want to try to import the ingredients. You got to be really careful with that because a lot of times MyFitnessPal will not convert them correctly, so you'll have to go through and double check everything anyway. Or you can enter ingredients manually, so we're going to go ahead and enter manually. We're going to title our recipe. Now, just to make it really simple, I've created this recipe called Poppy's Casserole. This is not a real recipe, so you're not going to want to create this. But I wanted to show you guys how to do the different types of measurements and get them accurate. So we're going to go ahead and name this one. And then we're going to say how many people is it going to serve. And this really doesn't matter right now, so we'll just say 5 because there's 5 people in my family. But this is going to be especially helpful for you if you make things in the crock pot or casserole type foods that are for your entire family or larger groups, and you want to know how to figure out how much you can eat for a serving. So then we're going to do add recipe, and now we're going to edit ingredients, add ingredients, excuse me. So your option here now is you can either scan your barcodes on your foods, or you can enter them manually by searching for food. So I'm going to go ahead and scan, because like I said, the first thing says that we need 5 ounces of chicken. So I'm going to scan this chicken. And what's coming up is it says, as you can see here, 56 grams. So that's obviously not giving us ounces. Well, that's okay, because if you look at the side, it's all blurry, sorry. If you look at the side, it says a quarter cup is 56 grams, and there are 10 ounces in this can. So we would want half of the can, and it's saying that there are 4 servings. So we would need to take 2 of those servings, which would be double the 56, which would be 112. So we're basically going to say we're taking 2 servings here, or you could change this to 1 gram and make it 112 exactly. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 servings of the chicken. So that's, then we're going to add the next ingredient, which we said is 6 ounces of pasta. So we're going to scan that barcode. And is again is in grams. Shocking, because most things end up showing up as like serving size. So this says 57 grams. This says this is a total, this entire box is 8 ounces. We're saying we need 6 ounces. And this is saying that 1 serving is 2 ounces. So if we need 6, 57 is considered 2 ounces. If you look on the nutrition, it says serving size, 2 ounces, 57 grams. That means we need 3 servings of this specific type of pasta. So we're going to do 3 servings, add that. Then we're going to add 1 more ingredient, which is going to be the milk, half a cup of milk. I went ahead and I'm using a can of coconut just because it's easier for me to scan right now. So I'm using canned coconut milk. I'm going to scan that. This is coming up as 80 milliliters, and we said we need half a cup. So if you read on the side of the can's serving size is 1/3 cup is 80 milliliters. So if we need to figure out, do some math here, we're going to do 80 times 3, because that would make it a whole cup, right? So that'd be 240 milliliters. Divided in 2 would be 120. So we're going to do 1.25 is going to be our servings. So if you want to see that more on the calculator, 80 times 3 divided by 2 equals 120. And then 80 divided by 120, whoops, 120 divided by 80, excuse me, is 1.5. Sorry, so then I was wrong actually on my math. So 1.5 servings of the milk. So now we've got all 3, and if you had more ingredients, you just continue to go down. And then you get to here, and if you look here, it says number of servings. So what my suggestion is that you put all of your stuff in its casserole dish, and you go ahead and bake it. And after it's done baking, either you need to know ahead of time the weight of your dish when it's empty, or you're going to have to move your food into a new bowl because you need to weigh everything as it's combined. So let's say we went ahead, we made this casserole, we weighed the entire thing, and the entire thing together equals 1,367 grams on our food scale. You're going to go in here and you're going to edit your servings. Oops, sorry, I got to save it first. Now we're going to find the Poppy's casserole right here. We're going to hit edit recipe. You can see everything here. Now hit this one, and then you'll click on this. You'll delete the 5, and you'll put in whatever your total grams of all of the weight of the food is. 1,367. So then you're just going to hit save. So now your recipe says an entire thing weighs 1,367 grams. Now let's say you're getting ready to eat, and you start to dish up your bowl on your scale, and you end up that your meal is 287 grams. You're going to pick this one, and then it's going to say add to diary, and it's going to ask you how many servings did you eat. You ate, did I just say 287? I don't know what number I just said. Whatever number I just said. Your what's in your bowl is basically what's going to be your number of servings. So that's how much what you just ate is your calories and your macro breakdown for that specific food. Hope that helps.